Hello you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If y'all are new here, my name is Kim. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe down below. Today I have for you guys one of you guys' favorite videos from me, and I love filming these because one, they're like one of my favorites to watch, and two, I love rearranging my phone. Like for every season, I love rearranging my phone. This is my phone. I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max in space gray, I want to say. I am not strong enough to take off this Casetify case, but you get the gist. This is the case I have on. It's a little beat up, to be honest, but it just has like Cameron and like this matte color, and then it has these edges because I do not have a screen protector on my phone. I typically do, but I just like haven't been the girl for it, so I need these protective edges, so adore that. I'll have the link down below for the case and to my phone as well. It is March, so it is a spring what's on my iPhone. So without further ado, we will get right on into what's on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. I did just want to give you guys a forewarning. I'm on my lunch break while I'm filming this, so if I'm talking absurdly fast at any point, I deeply apologize. Alright, so this is my home screen. So as you guys can see, I'm using Flourish Planner's little iPhone wallpaper. I love using her wallpaper. She has like the best stuff. It's free. I'll have it linked down below. Her iPad planners are honestly the best planners ever, so I'll also have those linked down below for you guys. But I just love having the month kind of laid out for me. And then I just did like this purple color to like match everything for like the text and whatnot. And then I just have the weather, my rings for my Apple Watch, my alarm, and then Spotify. Those are typically the most apps that I reach for, and that's just like what I like having on my home screen. So opening on up, I just have this floral little background, and to go with that I just have like the March calendar in the upper left. But before I get into like all these apps, I did just want to talk about today's sponsor, which is BetterHelp. If you guys actually didn't know, BetterHelp has their own little app here. I'm really excited to show you guys exactly like how you sign up, because I didn't even know that they had an app, but they have an app. So BetterHelp is basically an online therapy option where you can call your therapist, you can text your therapist, you can do whatever you want and need. It's literally all up to you on like what your needs are based off of. So let's start this off. So you can do for an individual, couples, or a teen for your child, which is really exciting. And then you just go through this little test. So I'm a woman. You just select your age, which is really awesome, and they just ask all of these amazing questions so that you can find the right therapist for you. And if you don't find that you and your therapist, whoever you're matched with, go along together, you can request a new therapist immediately, and you can be rematched in under 24 to 48 hours, I think it is. Like there's no like therapist breakup you need to go through, because you don't even need to confront your therapist. Like it's that simple. Amazing. And like what's awesome is that like traditional therapy, like you have to go into an office, you have to wait, you have to just like be so uncomfortable, and you really just like don't have that option to change therapists. And so what led you to considering therapy today? I am anxious and overwhelmed, and you can like choose multiple different things that you would like help with, and there's just a bonanza of things that you can do, and you get to pick like what your expectations are. How do you prefer to communicate with your therapist? I would probably say phone or video sessions, otherwise I literally will not concentrate. And then specific preferences, I'd probably want a female therapist, and I would probably want a older therapist, to be honest. I feel like they're a lot more wise. You literally just complete a questionnaire and you're matched with a therapist. They have so many different therapists to choose from, and honestly like everything about BetterHelp I couldn't endorse more. Like I absolutely adore that. Obviously they can help you with whatever you need, so if you guys want to try out BetterHelp, you guys can go to the link in my bio or visit www.betterhelp.com/CameronJewel for 10% off your first month, which is unbelievable. And they just have so many different options, and I know it'll be so useful for literally anyone, for everything. So thank you again so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back on into what's on my iPhone. Starting off from the top, we have my camera. I am always using my camera, whether it's for vlogging or taking pictures, so like it's always up top. And then obviously what makes sense the most is to have the Photos app. And then the Fox Weather app I think is so good. I'm not going to go into it because it's going to show my location, but I think Fox Weather is the best weather app. I don't care what anyone says, like it literally is. Same with Waze. I prefer Waze over Maps sometimes. Sometimes Waze can be really annoying when it comes to like going back roads, and it's just like I hate it. So yeah, so most times I prefer Waze, other times I don't. Moving on to my healthcare and fitness little section. I didn't name these, by the way. Like I feel like iPhone like just generated them for me, so I don't really agree with one of them, but it's fine. So first up I have my clock app. So this just has so many different alarms to choose from. I just have so many and they're so funny. So these come in handy a lot of the times because I feel like I wake up at different times like all the time. So, but I don't really use this app anymore. I kind of just have it in here as backup if I'm like not at my house. This is the app that I use, and I have the Hatch alarm in my bedroom. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Like, there's so many like amazing things. These are my current alarms. I have 4:55 every Tuesday, 4:40 every Monday, 5:45 Tuesday, Friday sometimes, and then my work from home days I try to wake up at 6:05, but other times I like just can't do that. So love that, and it wakes you up so slowly. Like when I'm like winding down for the night, I'll put on some sounds, which is usually Tranquil Ocean. That's what I sleep to. It's so soothing. And then I'll always just like have light orange on at night just to like kind of calm myself down and like not have such a harsh light. So I literally cannot live without my Hatch alarm clock, so highly recommend if you don't already have. Moving on from music, I really only use 2 music apps, which is SoundCloud and Spotify. SoundCloud is literally like my favorite app ever. Like, it just has like the best ever music in my opinion. These are like my top little fun spin songs, so if you guys want to check any of these out. My favorite song right now that's from SoundCloud is Electric Love, the Twin Stick remix. It's unreal. Absolutely adore it. I love Spotify. It's literally one of my favorite things ever. Most things I listen to are literally just Morgan Wallen, the complete collection, and I'll just listen to my favorite podcast, which is actually by Alex Earl, Canceled, and Call Her Daddy. They're just my favorites. And then sometimes I'll listen to Gals on the Go and Manifest by Tori D. Simone. Those ones are good too. Anyway, moving on. My productivity app that has my Google Calendar. My Google Calendar literally keeps me in check, you guys. Like, keeps me in check. This is the best app ever. As you guys can see, I just have absolutely everything that I possibly need on my Google Calendar. I don't know what I ever did without it, to be honest. It can go anywhere with me, whereas like a physical planner like can't. So I have my Gmail. It has all my 6 emails in it. I have a lot of different emails for a lot of different things, so it has all those. And then my notes app is where I keep my to-do list most times. I'm not gonna go into my favorites folder just because there's weirdos out in this world. Moving on, I have my entertainment app, which just has Instagram, which this is my Instagram. This is my cutie. Oh, our phones are listening to us, aren't they? This is my Instagram if you guys want to follow me. I typically like Instagram to be like my private app where I like post my personal life and isn't so influency kind of like my YouTube and my TikTok. So I do like to keep this like kind of like my personal thing, but you guys are obviously more than welcome to follow me. I do keep it public. This is my TikTok if you guys want to go follow me. I get a lot of different Wingstop videos on my For You page, to be honest. I tried it once and I adored it, but I do try to keep up with TikTok, so if you guys want to follow me, definitely go do so. Moving on to Snapchat, I really don't use Snapchat all that much, to be completely honest. I really only have like, I Snapchat one person, and that's Nikki, and then sometimes my 2 other friends, Fran and Amber, and then sometimes Kyle and I will Snapchat. But yeah, Nikki, my best friend Nikki, her and I have like a 300 something Snapchat score. Anyway, moving on, my LinkedIn. I love scrolling through LinkedIn just to like get inspiration to just work harder. It's great. I love LinkedIn. And then Facebook, I don't use Facebook, and I don't. Aww, this is how Kyle asked me to prom. Aw, that was cute. I'm glad I opened that. Twitter, I literally do not use, so, or X, whatever the heck, I refuse to call it X. Moving on, I have my YouTube app, which is just YouTube Studio, and my YouTube, I use YouTube Studio for obviously making sure everything's in check, and this is like what I watch, all like fun stuff. I've been obsessed with Sydney Adams recently. I've always been obsessed with her. I love watching Dave Ramsey. I think he's hilarious. And then my everything and more folder, I have BetterHelp, which you guys already know. Focus on Fitness, that is just a gym. And then I just have Pinterest. I know you guys are gonna yell at me in the comments. I do not have, or maybe I do have, okay, never mind, I don't. I thought I would save my background, but I didn't, so I apologize. Deeply apologize, but this is my feed. I think it's stunning. It's really cute. Moving on, Starbucks, live, laugh, love Starbucks. I don't really go to Starbucks anymore. I kind of just make my coffee at home. Ooh, wow, they have a new coffee. That's exciting. But I'll just get like the brown oat milk shaken espresso with vanilla sweet cold foam on top. That's like my go-to with like a warm butter croissant. Amazon, love Amazon. It's literally one of my favorite things in the whole entire world. Moving on, Lululemon, always am checking Lululemon. They always have like the best stuff. and I'm probably gonna place an order, to be completely honest. I like really want this. I don't know what color to get or what size to get though. But if it's a Nulu, I feel like 6 should be fine. They always have such good stuff. Love looking. Sweet green. I actually have a Sweet green right across from my work where I currently work at. So I love having the Sweet green app just so I can like order it and go. You know what I mean? Then Sephora. Live, laugh, love Sephora. I'm always on Sephora. I just had to repurchase all my skincare, which honestly really kind of, that hurt. I hate when all my skincare goes out at the same time because it's like my skincare isn't cheap. So it does suck when all my makeup or whatever runs out. It's the worst feeling ever. Crumble Cookie. I'm trying to lay off Crumble Cookie, but like it's so fun to like see what they have for the week. So I just love looking into to see like what they have to like maybe like do a little try on haul of the cookies. Nespresso I really only have when like I am using my Nespresso. Sorry, can you guys tell I'm caffeinated? I run out of my coffee, but I haven't been using my Nespresso. I've just been using cold brew from like Stop & Shop. These three boutique, they have the most unique clothing items. So like if I want something unique for like any event, I'll literally just like look on here because they just always have the cutest stuff. So love looking on there. LTK is where I link everything for you guys. LTK is where I link everything for you guys. So if you guys want to go follow me, I have like a bunch of different things on here. I'm trying to get better at linking everything, but at the very top, I just have like everything that I'm always like talking about. And that's like my work from home essentials. That has like my walking pad, my run essentials, makeup routine, night routine, morning skincare routine. Everything is there. So I'll have that link down below for you guys. And then moving on, Shop the Q. It's like a Boston boutique. They have wicked unique stuff too, so I just love like supporting small businesses and just like having those are freaking adorable. Shop is like how you track your packages, but like I don't really use it that much. Dunkin', I have the golf app, Ballpark for tickets and stuff, Foreo just for like my warranty on like my little skin scrubber. Orange Theory I don't really go to anymore, but I just have the app just in case I decide to take a little class. Uber, through my credit card I get like a credit, so I always have that. Chipotle is always nice to have. Mercari, I'm not selling anything on Mercari or Poshmark, but if you guys want to follow me, this is my little page right here, so if you guys want to follow me there. And then Poshmark, I never use Poshmark anymore. I don't really like Poshmark, to be honest. I'm not selling, these are not active, so I need to fix that, so apologies. Yuka is such a cool little app. It pretty much is just like scan this to like know if it's good or bad. I use this pretty much like every time I'm out like looking at skincare. So Rove is just my dash cam app, and I just keep that obviously because I have a dash cam in my car. SoulCycle, I love SoulCycle. I've been going there for a bit. I go every once in a while. It's pretty much my last resort. Eventbrite is just for tickets. My Epic Pass, that's for skiing. That's where I like have my pass. Etsy, I love Etsy. Etsy's genuinely like one of my favorite little apps for just like buying anything like presents and such. And then DoorDash I have because I had a obsession with DoorDash when I had the flu because I just like couldn't go anywhere. Everyone in my household like works or is at school, so like I would have to use DoorDash if I like wanted anything. Flight Radar is pretty cool. I'm not gonna open it because this shows like my location, but any like aircraft that's going above you, you can literally see where it's going. I don't know, I just think it's cool. So moving on, Cam Scanner. This is just a little app that like if you need to like fax something or like you need to make a copy of something or like scan it to like email it to someone, this app will save your booty. Like it's unreal. You pretty much just take a picture of whatever you need scanned and there you go. You can convert it to a PNG, PDF, doc, like it's unreal. I love that app. JetBlue for when I'm, you know, traveling. I prefer JetBlue. Nike Run Club. I love Nike Run Club. Honestly, trying to get back into it. Oh, okay. Anyway, moving on. ChatGPT, so fun. If you want to make your email sound better, literally copy and paste it into ChatGPT and they'll make it sound better. And then I have Google Docs, Airbnb, and then Bespoke, which is my current spin studio. So that's everything on my homepage. And then at the bottom three, I always keep this the same. I've had this the same since I got my first phone. It has to be phone, Safari, messages. That's the way it has to be. Moving on to the next page, I have reminders, which is always great. Settings always like has to be the top. And then this is like my photo and video editing app. This is like my favorite app for editing pictures. My favorite like presets called Vintage or Vintage 2. Visco is always fun. I don't really use Visco anymore though. Unfold is like kind of what I use to like make cool little stories, but I haven't really used it in a long time. So Camera Connect is like how if I like want pictures like on my iPhone from my camera, I can just connect my camera camera through Bluetooth to this. PicMonkey and Canva are how I make my thumbnails, and then CapCut is just like that famous app that everyone uses on TikTok. I just have this Lululemon little folder from when I used to work at Lululemon, and then I have Apple apps, and then I have security, which I'm not going to go into because that's security. Productivity, I just have like a bunch of random apps in there. Apple Watch, you know, all the random apps. And then Netflix I've actually been using a lot because I am running again, and so like it's been too cold to like run outside, and I refuse to be one of those girlies that run outside during the cold. I just can't do it. I have been running on the treadmill at the gym and watching Grey's Anatomy at the same time, and it makes time go by faster, I swear. So highly recommend that. But that is absolutely everything on my iPhone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, comment down below. And if you guys want to check out BetterHelp for literally anything and everything that you need, check out the link down below or visit www.betterhelp.com/cameronjewel for 10% off your first month. Thank you guys again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.